Welcome to this class. This is a class number 4 in this piano course for beginners. My name is Ilse Lozoya and I am going to be your teacher today. I created this course especially for all these adult piano beginners that want to learn to play piano and read the notes, but at your own pace, in a very progressive way. This is very important. If you try to go faster and try to learn things that you have not learned yet properly, it's going to be confusing. So I really developed this for you so you can really learn at your own pace in a very progressive way. Now, I'm going to show you an exercise on bass clef with your left hand and treble clef with your right hand. We are going to take a look of these exercises, separated hands first, and I'm going to teach you a new rhythmical figure. This is very important. By now, we have practiced whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, and we are going to learn a new one. You can download the exercise that appears in the video. You can check the link in the description of the video and you can download the exercise and other exercise so you can keep practicing. I also invite you to subscribe and enroll in a free mini course where I teach you how to develop a very easy to follow piano routine as a warm-up exercises, so you will be able to practice this before start playing and reading the notes. That is going to be that's going to make your learning really more complete. So my name is Ilse Lozoya. Thank you for watching this video and let's go to class number 4. In this class, which is lesson number 4 in this piano course for beginners, we have by now practice and learn, the whole notes, 4 beats, half notes, 2 beats, quarter notes, 1 beat. Well, we are going to learn something new today. This is a rest. What is a rest? Well, it means that when you have this symbol, you should not play. You can see in the first measure of the treble clef in this exercise, you can check in the first measure that you have 2 symbols that are quarter note rest. That's the name, quarter note rest. And you can see in the first note it's going to be it's a C. It's a quarter note, it's C, note C. Then you have rest, then you have an E, and then another rest. What does this mean? Well, this is a quarter note rest, so it means that in 1 beat you should not play. If I am using the metronome, for example, this is a metronome in 50 beats per minute. If I want to play quarter notes, 1 beat per note. If I have a rest, then I'm going to play, for example, let's take a look of the first measure. I play C, and then rest, E, rest. When you have rest, you need to make sure that you are really raising your hand, your finger, so you should not just hold the note. You need to do this. Sometimes can be confusing because if you leave the note there, maybe you won't notice because you're going to keep reading the piece or the exercise and you just think you have a rest, but you need to be to really make sure that you do not have any sound. This is very important. So let's take a look of this exercise. This exercise has now 8 measures, so it is a longer exercise compared to the previous lessons. And I am going to the same process. So I'm going to read the notes, then I'm going to play them without counting, and then I'm going to add the metronome. So the first 4 measures, you have C, a rest, E, rest, then second measure C, D, E, and I rest, C, D, E, F, and then the 4th measure you have G and G, twice G. So we are playing from C to G. We are working with whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, and the new thing, it's a quarter note rest. Now I'm going to play without counting, so I have C, rest, E, rest, C, D, E, rest, C, D, E, F, G, G. You can try this slower if you need to. You can say the name of the notes more times. Now I am going to play this. This is the metronome. It's set on 50 beats per minute. So I'm going to count to 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and C, rest, E, rest, C, D, E, rest, C, D, E, F, G, twice, then G, 2 beats per note. One more time, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and C, rest, E, rest, C, D, E, rest, C, D, E, F, G, 2 beats, again, G, 2 beats. Yes, exactly. So this is the the first 4 measures. Now let's take a look to the other 4. So we have measures 5, 6, 7 and 8. At the end I have a whole note. So what are the notes? I have G, F, E, then a rest. Measure 7, G, G, F. No, I'm sorry, that was measure 6. Now measure 7, G, E, D, and the last measure, C. I'm going to say it again. So G, F, E, rest. G, G, F, G, E, D, C. I'm going to play it once without counting. G, F, E, rest. G, G, F, G, E, D, C. Now let's play it with the metronome. Remember that when you are saying the notes aloud and playing at the same time, that really reinforce your learning, makes you listen, speak, play. And if you want to play, like singing, not only saying like speaking like C, D, E, F, no, like C, D, E. If you can do that, it's really much better. If you cannot, if you don't feel okay yet singing, well, just say the notes. That's totally fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, F, E, rest. G, 2 beats. G, F, G, 2 beats. E, D, C. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, F, E, rest. G, 2 beats. G, F, G, 2 beats. E, D, C. 2, 3, 4. Now I want to play the whole exercise, the 8 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, E, C, D, E, rest. C, D, E, F, G. Again, G. Measure 5, G, F, E, rest. G, 2 beats. G, F, G, E, D, C, 2, 3, 4. One last time without saying the notes, without singing, only playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 5. let's take a look to the exercise with your left hand playing bass clef. What do we have here? Well, we are going to play from C to G. So we have the quarter note, the quarter note rest. This is going to be the new thing, and we are going to play from C to G. In the first lesson we play only C, B, A. Now we're going to play getting to G. So we are going to get to G. And I'm going to save the notes of the first four measures. Remember that you always need to pay attention to the position of your hand. Really, really important. If you write with your right hand, for example, it's very likely that with your left hand you're going to have problems because you are not used to work and to do many stuff with your left hand. So you need to pay attention to this. I truly recommend you to go over my free mini course where you will learn a warm-up exercise routine that really will help you to practice those exercises. It's it's like a 5-minute routine, and it's a good idea to play this before any practice. So check out the description of the video and you can see the link where you can totally free check this mini course, and that's really going to help you to have a better position. Okay, so what are the notes? I'm going to say the notes of the first four measures. We have C, rest, B, rest, then you have C, B, A. Third measure, G, G, G. Fourth measure, G, rest, A, rest. Now I'm going to play without counting. So I have C, rest, B, rest, C, B, A, G, 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 rest, A, rest. You do not have to say something when you have a rest. In this case, I'm doing this because I really want to emphasize this new symbol that we have. So I'm now going to play counting. The metronome is at 50 beats per minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4. C, rest, B, rest, C, 2 beats, B, A, G, 2 beats, G, G, 4 measure, G, rest, A, rest. That's it. I'm going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, rest, B, rest, C, 2 beats, B, A, G, 2 beats, G, 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 rest, A, rest. Now let's take a look to the next section, measures 5 to 8. We have G, A, G, rest, A, B, A, rest, G, A, B, G, C. The last measure, we have a whole note, so 4 beats of playing only C as the end of the exercise. Now I'm going to play it without counting, so measure number 5, I have G, A, G, rest, A, B, A, rest, G, A, B, G, C. Now with the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, A, G, rest, A, B, A, rest, G, A, B, G, C, 3 and 4, and one more time. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and G, A, G, rest, A, B, A, rest, G, A, B, G, C, 2, 3 and 4. bass clef exercise. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and C, B, C, B, A, G. 2 beats. G, G, G. Rest. A, rest. G, A, G. Rest. A, B, A, rest. G, A, B, G, C, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to play this one last time without saying the notes, only the piano and the metronome. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... These were the exercises of this class number 4. Take your time, always name the notes and play separated hands. I recommend you to go to the description below and download the material. You have this, you can print this if you want, you can download it so you can practice offline, and you can check out the other exercises that are there, the same level, so you can practice during the week or whenever you are watching this video, you can practice and then go to the next class. So if you have not watched the previous lessons, I recommend you to go over there and check out also the description of my free mini course. So my name is Ilse Lozoya. If you enjoyed this video and all these lessons, well, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends so they will learn more about piano and music. Thank you, and I'll see you next class.